year, we've done many writing assignments. Each of these has helped me improve my skills as a writer. During the fourth quarter, I did an essay analyzing one of William Shakespeare's soliloquies in Twelfth Night. We had no set deadlines for drafts and no specific requirements for the use of feedback. I would say I get a 4.5 out of 5 for the use of feedback on this assignment. I used as much of feedback I received as necessary, but I did not want to use all of it because some of it wanted me to change parts of my essay that I felt were complete and in need of no changes. I used the same method of feedback for my other writing pieces. I used teacher feedback on my name vignette. When I first submitted my essay, I got a C. After using the feedback Mrs. Campbell gave me, I improved my grade to a B-. My writing skills have improved over the year as shown in my Fahrenheit 451 essay. Writing the process essays has made my writing more detailed and thorough. In my Hobbit essay, I didn't use very much detail and my analysis wasn't very thorough. For example, I said, Bilbo accidentally finds the ring while trying to navigate his way out of the tunnels. This creates a turning point for the story because Bilbo can now become invisible. In view of this, Tolkien's intent was probably to make an insignificant detail have a huge impact on the plot. This doesn't have a very detailed analysis that matches with the length of the evidence from the text. This is an example of the basic writing skills I had in the beginning of the year. In my Fahrenheit essay, I said, this is just one of the many examples of how people in society treat their families. One of the main goals in the society is to create peace and happiness for everyone, but more often than not, that image is ruined by someone else's selfishness. People only want what's best for them, have become so lazy that they no longer care for their own children. This analysis is so much more detailed than my writing from the beginning of the year. It shows Standard 5, with some guidance and support from peers and adults, develop and strengthen writing by planning, revising, editing, rewriting, and trying a new approach. I have adapted my writing process by using feedback to its full potential. I made this change because I saw that my grades went up more when I used feedback. I feel most proud of my soliloquy essay for Twelfth Night. This scene is significant because it demonstrates William Shakespeare's writing style at its finest. The literary devices Shakespeare uses strengthen Viola's attempt to persuade Olivia that she should not be so quick to dismiss Orsino's love. I am proud of this piece because I worked hard on it and I managed my time well with drafts and getting feedback. My writing goal for the future is to earn above a B on every essay or other writing piece. I can achieve this goal by managing my time well and submitting only my best work. On to reading. My reading comprehension and literary analysis skills have changed and improved over the year, as shown in certain pieces with the novels we read, such as the LRAs. The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros contributed to these improvements and changes because the questions the text prompted helped me to develop stronger analyses and writing points. The novel and the work that went with it were also significantly more enjoyable to read and complete. The storyline and the topics of adversities were much easier to respond to. I haven't had to make any changes to how I read. I managed my time and read thoroughly enough to understand every novel we read. I feel prepared for the reading I'll do in the future. My goal for high school is to continue managing my time well and reading the text thoroughly in order to do well on tests and assignments that correspond to the reading. The number of novels I read in addition to the ones in class is hard to estimate. I would say around 20. I had a lot of downtime while hiding out in the woods with a group of dwarves away from my stepmother. I finished 2 series and read additional single novels. Behind my heroes essay, you'll find my HOMES LRAs, my Fahrenheit 451 reader-writer notebooks, and my BBQ chart. These are all examples of my best work because they demonstrate my ability to respond and analyze a text. For example, my 18th vignette LRA on linoleum roses says, this shows how someone could look at Sally, her home, and her life, and think everything is perfect for her. They wouldn't see the abuse she goes through with her husband. The linoleum roses symbolize how looks can be deceiving. My third DJ for Fahrenheit 451 says, Montag unexpectedly snaps in this scene. It appears that he finally said everything he had been forced to keep to himself. The people in the society have become so self-centered that they no longer care about their own children and spouses. They even disregard an inevitable war. My first banned book quotation analysis says, the main character, Rose, is letting her best friend drink her blood because she hasn't drunk blood for 3 days. This quotation could make certain people uncomfortable because it shows a scene where a vampire is drinking blood. It also refers to drugs and alcohol. In my 5th LRA for The House on Mango Street, I said, Esperanza is afraid of getting in trouble, so she only does what other people do. Esperanza is shown to be afraid of authority in this vignette. My responses have strengthened and developed over the year, most likely due to feedback and consistent assignments that required analysis. My speaking and listening skills have also improved throughout the year. My work reflects Standard 3. Analyze how particular lines of dialogue in a story or drama propel the action, reveal aspects of a character, or provoke decision. In my banned book presentation, I responded to a piece of evidence about a major character cutting herself as a way to relieve her emotional pain. I analyzed how this scene caused the girl's bondmate to report her self-harm and get her help. Also said that this was an example of why the book should not be banned. It encourages people to tell an adult or someone who can help about situations like this instead of covering it up. This presentation contributed to my improvement drastically. My self-assessment and reflection skills have improved throughout the year as well. I revised it by seeing my errors and changing them. For example, I previously wrote that the stanza contained a hyperbole. After revising it, I found that it actually contains a metaphor. This demonstrates mastery of Standard 4. Determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative connotation on meaning and tone, including analogies or allusions to other texts. Finally, I decided to talk about my memorization presentation for Fahrenheit 451 as my free choice. My memorization skills seem to have improved a lot over the year as well. There's no written evidence I can provide considering it was an oral presentation, but my score reflects the overall work and effort I put into it. I got 32 out of 30. The work I did that involved memorization in multiple classes and outside activities strengthened my ability to memorize and deliver. In conclusion, my writing, reading, speaking, listening, and self-assessment skills improved much more than Rapunzel's probably ever will. Thank you. That's it for that one. Oh, Beauty, wake up! Wait, where are we? What are we wearing? Yeah, well, while you were sleeping, my stepmother had to start her annual book club, so my fairy godmother transferred us here. And we changed clothes. What? Well, she all thought we looked like trash. Except for Snow, I guess. Anyway, who wants to go next?
Don't be staring at me. I'm only on paragraph 4.
Fine. I guess I'll go. So,